Hello and welcome to, of course, another edition of Touring with Us. Coming from a different location this time, I thought I'd do a part 1 video and perhaps later on in the week, part number 2 will become available. My name is Nicolini Orange, if you want to call it that, and just call me Nick Orange for now. But welcome to, of course, a beautiful place here in Essex, and I'll tell you about it in just a moment. Yes, can anyone guess where we are? Well, of course, yes. Have you ever visited this place? That is the question that, of course, we'll be raising a few answers, hopefully, at the end of this video. So, yeah, this date, first of all, is Tuesday, the 11th of October, 2022. I'm actually surprised, looking at the weather, even in the background, it is quite remarkably okay for this time of the year, especially in October. So, yes, can you work it out, or have you worked it out yet? Well, actually, you can get an inklings of a clue now. Well, I'm actually situated on High Street here in Essex, a beautiful town of Saffron Walden. So I will take you along the other side of the High Street. Behind me is the Temanera Spoons, not that building there, but the one behind it where the trees are covering the flower branches, that kind of thing. So let's walk forward here. You can see how beautiful it looks this time of year in October. You can see how busy it is. Well, is it busy to you? You can see how busy it is when people are waiting for traffic here. Up along the High Street here, you can see cars queuing up. Well, actually, you know, I feel here, as I've only got about 15% battery, that we've only got a limited amount of time doing the part number 1. I was hoping to do Bridge Gardens today, but I'm actually short of time today. But of course, that's a bit of an unfortunate thing. But maybe on part 2, I'll do the Bridge Gardens. You know, sort of keep people sort of guessing here. And just behind me, by the way, is the sort of local fish and chips opposite the Spoons. So you got the Spoons here, which is the Temanera, where I had breakfast this morning. Look at the queue here of the cars. And of course, if I turn around, of course, you'll see it in better mode here, the fish and chips shop here. I bought a medium portion of chips for £2.20. So that's how much I bought the fish and chips for. Well, actually, I didn't have fish. I have had fish before. It is quite nice. But yeah, you can buy your own sauces there. You can sit down inside. You can even have wine now, which is listed on the table there. So yeah, it's quite nice to go inside there. They've even got a toilet as well. You can see where you buy the sauces there. So there you go. It's quite nice. Looks quite good inside. So there we go. Do you know what? Of course, I want to tell you this now, that an officer came past me and liked my shirt. Said, "I'm not weird, I'm a limited edition." I thought he was going to go and arrest me for that. So that was quite amazing, to say the least. So this is St George's Street here. We're coming down now. And you've got all these shops here. They look amazing, don't they, to look at? Don't you think? You've got a bench down in there, you can see in the far distance on the left hand side. And you've got your local Oxfam shop as well, where you can buy a collective of books on sale and the money going on charity. Well, as we've only got a short space of time here in Saffron Walden in Essex, I'd like to say that, of course, hopefully we'll have a bit more time to explore next time round. This is only a brief view here because not only my battery's running low, but second of all, I'm waiting for another video upload which I took earlier on. It takes absolutely ages. But yeah, Something to note when you come down here, something that we didn't sort of experience many years ago, Subway, and it is actually open right now. And of course, you can have a look at the opening times here. They do vary in different towns. So those are the opening times, up until 6 o'clock, and on Sunday up until 4 p.m. And you can see what it looks like inside. Well, a glimpse of it anyway. So we go down Gold Street here for now and have a look at the historic houses while we're here. Now, I walk down here, it looks like it's an optician's just here. Old English Gentleman. Kind of like, sounds like a hairdressing place, but actually it's a pub. I wonder what it looks like inside. Looks quite good. Yeah, the Old English Gentleman. I've never literally been in this pub, but it looks good to actually go in. Looks like Christmas lights are on in there. With lunch serving from 12 till 3 daily. Sounds good. Definitely worth checking out. Probably the smallest pub I've ever seen. Wow. I always like that smell of Subway when I'm going near a Subway. When walking down here, take extra care because actually it's quite narrow down here. You can see that. So yeah, that spire there is the St Mary's Church of Saffron Walden. So in order to get to the church, you have to go that way, up until that way, and that's the spire you can just about see there. And what a garden that looks from where I'm standing right now. Now, when people are out and about here, especially on a Saturday, you've got lovely cakes for people to enjoy. Dorrington's cake shop. This is where William Hill used to be, but it's now turned into what looks like a bar, a restaurant or something. Wow, amazing. It's called Le Bois. A William Hill into a restaurant. How quick was that? Look at these old buildings. Wonder how old they are. Now this way leads to the main market area, which we'll check out at a later stage. But for now, there's plenty of shops and charity shops to see here. Clothing shops. This is called Cross Street. I'm actually in Happy Street here because I've been overwhelmed with what I've seen here of Saffron Walden. Carl Factory, even Clinton's. Look. Seems a familiar name, doesn't it, Clinton's? Both of those we've got in Haverhill in Suffolk. Many other towns have those shops as well. I wonder what they're cooking in there by the name of that shop there. Wow, amazing. Looks good. Barber shop just here. And some cash machines, which are free of charge just here. Useful to know. Central Arcade. As we walk through this way, I wonder what's down here. New cafe, which I believe has always been expensive. It's called Mocha. Remember where you heard it or saw it? Remember where you heard about it? They've even got Wi-Fi, as we're all modern now. Opening hours of Mocha Cafe and Diner. That's Monday to Sunday. Obviously Monday closed. Useful to know. Looks great, doesn't it? Oh, very different compared to what I remember it of. But I've always known it to be very expensive. But make your own mind of that. Matcha is a kind of coffee. That's probably why they've called it Matcha Cafe. So this route here, Central Arcade I think it's called, something like that, will lead you to the main high street here. Traveller Man's Fish Bar. Sounds good to me. I'll check it out next time. So all of that is all done there. There used to be a chip bar or chip shop before that, and they used to have a board down here as well. Obviously they don't have the original A board of the original shop, but there is one here. I've just noticed it here. Definitely check out those chips down in that area. So there we are. What a noise there of that van there. Did he have to make that noise? But anyway, that brings a close to the part number 1 of my visit for touring with us in Saffron Walden. Thank you very much for all of you joining us, and hopefully you can join us next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Yes, if you're new to the channel, come and join us free of charge on the subscription bit, which doesn't cost you a penny. Just remember that for many years and centuries to come. And we'll hopefully see you next time. That, my all-over friend, is just about it for part number 1 of this beautiful town of Essex. Very much historical as well, and I hope you basically have enjoyed it on this part for touring with us. We do apologise if it's a little bit short. That's because the time that I actually had at the time, so there's nothing else I can do about that apart from do an extensive version on part number 2. Find out what that will be on part number 2, where we'll possibly explore a little bit further into the town and explore a beautiful garden as well. Find out what that garden is, and the information behind all that will be featured hopefully on part number 2. Until then, do take care, and of course enjoy this journey on the number 7 bus from Saffron Walden to Cambridge. Well, the highlights edition. Never going to do a live. Well, I say never. We say never about a lot of things, but yeah. Thanks to our driver at the time, and of course, yes, he was very, very polite, I have to say. They all are polite, but of course you always get the odd one that is the opposite direction. So, until next time, take care.